Hi folks. Yeah, the title of this video might be a bit of an overkill really, probably a bit OTT, but you know, at the end of the day there's nothing better than cleaning track by hand, bit of elbow grease, you know, the human way. It's got to be the best way. But the other night I was just thinking about something. I had a bit of an idea that I thought might work out. Now I'll come back to the Loco in a minute, because first of all, if you've seen my review the Dapol track cleaning car there, which I did quite a long time ago now, it's quite good. It does what it's supposed to do. It does clean the track and it hoovers up, and it's got the abrasive pad and the polishing pad, etc, etc. Now the thing is with that though, you have to keep changing the fittings for the different next one and then the next one and so on, which is, yeah, no big deal I suppose, but I came up with this idea that I thought might work, so we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. So here we are, back to the Loco. Now I've chosen this beautiful little EWS 060 shunter for obvious reasons, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but she's absolutely lovely, look, really really good. Now the reason I've chosen to use this, obviously first of all we need a Loco, so there we've got one. The second thing is, which is very interesting, is that this particular Loco is geared down really a long way. So what happens is, we'll just switch her on, and you can see she's just starting to crank up there really very slow. So if I put the controller on just to run her slow, right, okay, there she is running slow, cool. So the controller is just barely on at that, so we'll just reverse that, come back again, and as I say again, the controller is only just on. Now because she's geared down so low, if I were to turn the controller up higher like that now, is flat out, and she's not going to go any faster. It's not going to happen because of the way it's geared. Now that's good, and the two reasons that's good is this. First of all, we don't want it flying around the track anyway, and the second reason is the fact that I can turn the controller really high means that the fan, the Hoover fan on the Dapol car, is going to spin really fast and give a good suction, because I can turn the control up quite high. So right, so we'll carry on with the story. So first of all then, what I've done is you need one of those. Now I'm sure a lot of you out there probably got one of these. Yeah, it's quite good, it's quite handy, does the job all right, and I'll just explain to you about this, something I found out about them. On the two skids there, it's got the abrasive pads on it obviously, and they're folded up on the corners, as you can see there. Now what happens is they come unstuck on the corners, and when that happens they jag into points and things on the track, so basically it just derails it. So I use a bit of super glue and glue those ends down again properly so that that can't happen. So what we'll do, we'll just get her on there first, just get it in place. Sorry, I'm looking at my hands again and not the camera. Right, so okay, we'll just get her coupled up to the little shunter there. Okay, so now we've got the abrasive section, in other words scouring carefully and very finely the top of the track. So I'll be back in a minute with the next bit. And so for the second section of this ultimate track cleaning setup, we're going to go now to the Dapol cleaning wagon, which I have left in the Hoover fitting. I've got the Hoover fitting on her there. Now the reason I've done this, and I'm not going to put any fluid in, which I'll tell you about in a minute, I'm just going to put her onto the back of the little wagon there. Yeah, well, no, top, and we're back on. Now the thing is, we've got this one doing the scouring on top of the track, so we don't need to use the abrasive wheel in that. But now it's fair to assume that the scouring will bring off items, scrap, you know, whatever, and so directly behind it, it's going to get hoovered up, which is what we want. We want that to be hoovered up first before anything else. And before we actually move on now, I'm not going to put any fluid in this because I don't want this to have the wet pad working on this. I just want the hoover. So now I'll just move that along a little bit. Just get it up, wrong way. Oh, I do it every time. Right, just move that up a little bit, right, and I'll bring you the third item into practice. And so third up, we've got coming one of these. Now I'm sure a lot of you have probably got one of these as well. You see them on eBay all the time. It's the original old 1960s permanent weight department Triang track cleaning car with the felt pad. Now what I will tell you about these, they are very good. It's very simple, but they are very good. Now this pad gets really crapped up. and it's not easy to get it clean, but I'll tell you how I've done mine. I soaked it in bleach and boiling water. That made virtually no difference at all. Then I soaked it in washing up liquid and boiling water, and that did make some difference. But I found the best way of getting it clean, particularly after you've soaked it in the washing up liquid and hot water, was to put it in the pocket of one of my tracky bottoms and just chuck it in the washing machine, and it came out almost perfect. So little tip for you there. Right, what we're going to do, the plan here is with this. Right now I've already undone the bottle because I can't undo it with one hand, so I'm going to just soak the pad with the Dapol cleaning fluid. There we go. Right, soak that pad there. Right, cool. Right, and I'm just going to put it down on the track and get it coupled up. Now let's get this right. Okay, that's on there now. Okay, we'll just couple that up to the Dapol wagon, and yeah, we're ready to roll. Now I've never done this. It was just an idea that I had that I thought might work, so let me talk you through it very quickly. A locomotive which is geared really slow, which allows me to turn the control up really high, but it's not flying around the track at that. Then we've got the track cleaning maintenance department wagon from Hornby with the scouring skids there, so we don't need to use the abrasive wheel on that because that's doing it for us. Then we've got the Hoover section of the Dapol car working. I've already emptied the compartment out, so we'll see what happens when we take it round. So that is now sucking up all the crap that is going to take off. And then at the end on there, we've now got the wetted pad, which is going to wipe the top of the track with the Dapol fluid there. Right, so hopefully this is going to work. And like I said, because the loco is only going to run slow even on a fast setting of the controller, the fan in this is going to fly around, which is very convenient. It's exactly what we want. So we'll take it round and we'll see what happens. There we go. I can definitely hear the fan. Oh, right, I know what's happening here. It's because of the damp pad on the track cleaning car. I think it should, once it gets going, I think it should be alright. Yeah, that damp pad is actually causing it to grip when it went over the point, because it's obviously covering a large area of track and the point as well. It might even happen again here, I don't know. Let's have a look. No, it's cleared it now. Okay, so there we go. So I mean, I can definitely hear that fan. We'll see what happens now. Are you going to go over it this time? Yeah, I thought it would. Yeah, I thought, ooh, just nearly. I might have the pad a little bit tight actually. I could probably do with pulling it up a little bit. I'll show you how to do that anyway. So we'll just wait for her to come round here. That's twice round anyway. So here she comes. Lovely little shunt of that. Absolutely gorgeous. Very heavy as well. Beautiful. Right, we'll just stop her here. Right, stop her there. Okay, well, that's twice round, so let's just have a look when I can get it off. Oh wow. Wow, man, look at that. That's just twice round. That has worked a treat. Absolutely. Now I haven't done my track for a couple of months, and I've run a lot of trains in videos and my own fun time as well, so wow, that is brilliant. Let's have a look at the dust. Let's see what this has picked up. Oh wow, man, look at that lot in there. Yes, that worked really well. Now I can see that inner centre rail there is black. I can see some black on it there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upload this video onto YouTube, so you can all watch it and hopefully, you know, get the idea from it as well. Probably you put it into good use. Yeah, and then I'm going to come back up, clear the rest of the tracks off, and do the other two lines. Well, probably take them around about half a dozen times each go. So yeah, there we go then. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that. It worked well. See you guys. Bye.